Hey you guys, I'm outside right now, just appreciating what a nice day it is, and before I send you to the rest of this video, just like to say, shout out to Tommy NC 2010, he's going through a little bit right now. Stay positive, bro. I've been a big fan of yours for a long time, and keep keeping it real, man. A lot of stuff happening to you right now. Keep staying real. Hey guys, what's up? Sega in my house bidding you welcome. It's a beautiful day today, as you cannot see because you can only see what's in front of you is in the camera, but it's a lovely day. After I make this video, I'll probably go out for a walk or something. Don't have work today, which is pretty cool, Got Monday off. So I thought, great chance to sit down, film a video, not just a pickup video, but just a general kind of update video, and looking pretty scruffy at the moment. Don't look my best, but whatever. It's my day off, I'm not doing anything. But it's pretty early in the morning. It's almost 9 a.m. That's not pretty early. Like, pretty early is like 6, but whatever. It's when I woke up. Woke up an hour ago. But I'll show you the stuff I picked up this week. A lot of stuff. A bit of money spent. Not like sick Cooper levels of weekly expenditure. If anyone's seen his latest pickups video, he spent like $400 in a week, and I'm like, damn son, where do you get that kind of cash? But I don't come across that kind of cash just lying on the sidewalk. I have to earn it, unfortunately. If someone paid me to do this, I'd do it, but I did not sound very good at all. Pickups. First place I went this week was Sunday, very beginning of the week, last Sunday, not this Sunday, that would have been yesterday, but the Sunday before it, which was 8 days ago. I went to the market. For the first time in forever, I went to the markets. I found quite a bit of stuff. Unfortunately, I've sold most of it on, but that's just the way it is. I mean, when I've had stuff for a week, obviously stuff that I've listed online is going to sell within that time, but I'll let you know what I got. Apart from this stuff that I'm holding, which I'll show you in a minute, be patient, I got a copy of Wii Fit Plus, Mario Kart Wii, some Superman game, what else was it? Some Star Wars game on the PC that I know is worth a little bit. Knights of the Old Republic, that's it. And Fallout 3, Game of the Year Edition. That was it on the PS3. I had to think about it. Shouldn't have to think about this stuff, but oh well. And I got them all for $10. They were $3 each. I asked if they could do 4 for $10, and they said, yeah, sure. So I bought them, sold them on. I paid for this stuff, which is always what you want to be doing. You never want to be going too far into your own bank account when you're buying stuff, but I found some stuff. First thing I found was in a bin of CDs. I saw this and I was like, I know that's an X-Rental case. Been around the block a few times, I know this. So I opened it up and I saw Gex3D. He only wanted $1 each for a CD, so I thought, yeah, let's buy it. I don't have it in my collection. If I come across a better copy, I'll buy it, but for what it's worth, this is fine. And the disc is in pretty rough shape, but it plays fine. You know, I've said it before, I have a PlayStation 1 game with a fucking bite mark in it, like a little chunk torn out of it, and it still works fine. So these things are made of, they're made of some otherworldly goods, I tell you. That was $1, good deal. And I saw this, one of the local traders had it, T-R-A-D-E-R-S, not T-R-A-I-T-O-R-S, traders. He had a Sega Saturn controller, and I asked him, hey, how much are your controllers? And he said $10 each, and I knew it was a pretty good deal for a Sega Saturn controller, especially if it's in nice shape, but I had given my Sega Saturn by this point to Andy, a local game hunting buddy of mine. We go game hunting every now and again, and I know I'd given him my Sega Saturn console And so I checked with him to see if he needed a controller. I said, hey, it's $10, want me to pick it up? He said, yeah, definitely. So I went back to the guy, picked it up for $10, Sega Saturn controller. And if I still had my Sega Saturn, I would probably be playing Sega Saturn right now, but whatever. I'd rather go to him because he really loves his Saturn. And I mean, really loves it. I also managed to score. There was this lady there who had a lot of cool stuff. She had a oh, what's that? Ah man, I'm gonna have to clean it. This lady had a lot of really cool items. She had a Commodore 64 power supply for $10, which is a really good deal for that. Now that's more than what it would cost to get it shipped, so definitely a good deal. I passed it up because even though I have a Commodore 64, I don't really see any need to like piece it out and get it working. It's not something I have an interest in, unfortunately. She also had a bunch of video games, all stuff that I had and stuff that might have been a little bit hard to resell, you know, just like Final Fantasy X, stuff like that. Like, they're good games, they have some decent value, but like, everyone already has them, so they're a bit hard to sell. I don't know how much she wanted for them, but whatever. Just had a bunch of controllers. I asked her price on a pretty cool looking PS3 controller. It had like camo on it, camo skin. It said $15. I was like, yeah, it's alright, it's not bad. Then I asked her the price on this controller, this third-party GameCube controller. She said $5. I said, yep, I'll take it. And I didn't check at the time, but the joystick kind of sticks to the left a bit. It feels a little bit sticky. I'll just it wasn't doing that before, honestly. That's weird. I'll open it up, clean it up. It should be alright. Hopefully I didn't screw myself out of $5 there. But I'm always looking for GameCube controllers, but I only have a couple, and if I want to play Smash Bros. With like 4 mates that are over, gotta have the controllers. Alright. It was good to get back to the markets. A lot of good stuff. A lot of cool people. And the rest of the stuff is just going to be from random occurrences. This, when was it? I believe it was a Wednesday. Alright, let's just say it was a Wednesday. On Wednesday, I decided to hit up my local cash converters and all the op shops around there because I had, not the day off, but like I had a little bit of time before work. So this stuff, got it all. I would piece it out on camera because I'm a professional. Here we go. Alright, from Cash Converters itself, I've got a few things. DS case for $1. It has a cartridge in it. Brain age. I'll trade that into EB Games. And I'll keep a case for myself because I always need DS cases. In the past, I've just never shown you cases that I picked up or whatever. And WWF SmackDown, just bring it for $2. Great game. This is an upgrade for me because my copy is in not that great a shape and it doesn't have the manual or this little registration card, so cool to get. And apparently I have the chance to meet a WWF superstar backstage at a live WWF event in the USA for spring in 2002. Oh man, I gotta check that out. I could meet Rhino or Tajiri or whoever else was in WWF. I don't remember much. Also grabbed, this was marked at $5. They had it for $15 for a while, but I marked it down to $5. It is a EA Sports plug and play. This is the worst plug and play ever. It has 2 games on it, FIFA 95 and NHL FIFA 95, or whatever the NHL 95 game was. And yeah, $5, it's a pretty good deal for this. I'm sure it goes for more, but I mean, there are better plug and plays you can get. Definitely better plug and plays you can get. Ooh, that didn't sound nice. I'm trying to throw stuff onto a bag, but don't think I'm going to be doing that anymore. Let's out this item. I also had this for $19. I got a PSP charger. and the PSP. As you go on there, the PSP, they said to me that the volume button for turning the volume up didn't work fine. I tinkered around with it a little bit. It works fine alright now. But $19 for that, pretty good deal, and it reads games fairly well, if I can say that. I tested it out with a few games, and I only have one other working PSP, so it's good to get another one, just in case that one breaks down. I have horrible luck with PSPs. I keep them in cases, I treat them like gods, but they still break. I think it's just like the build quality on them. They're not a great build, but whatever. It's a shame that it has so many good games on it with such easily breakable hardware. It's a shame, but what can you do? What can you do? You can go to an op shop and score this stuff. Nothing great here, but this op shop in Indrapilli, McIntyre Center, I believe it was called, had these games for $1 each, and it said all games $1 above them. So I thought, yeah, I'm gonna start coming here a lot more than I do. I usually kind of skip over the place because in the past they've been a bit expensive, like marking like a PlayStation 2 game for $8, but if they're only going to ask $1 for some stuff, then I'm gonna check every time I can. So I grabbed this stuff for $1 each. Dragon Age Origins on the PS3, great game. Over G Fighters on the 360. I don't have a 360 anymore, so I'll be trading this in. Amped 3, which I remember being a pretty good snowboarding game. Apparently someone paid $7 for it at one point from the cash converters. Does it say which cash converters? No, it doesn't. $1 for that, pretty good. I'll be trading that in as well. EA Sports MMA with Fedor Emelianenko on the cover, and I'm gonna play it safe and say Randy Couture, even though that's probably not him, but yeah, EA MMA, not officially licensed by the UFC, but that's okay, because this is a cool game. And if this was on the PS3, I would be keeping it, but it's on the 360. I traded in my 360, so I'll be trading that in as well. I also had 2 PlayStation 2 games. I'm pretty sure I own one of them. The other one I will probably just piece out of the case. But SSX, I'll have to check my collection to see if I have this. Great game! Very, very good game, and it's one of the few PAL PlayStation 2 games that has a little thing on the spine there. Most PAL PlayStation 2 games just have a generic cover or a spine, so it's always nice to get one that has something different. And you saw the other one was, so I'll just show it again. F1 Championship Season 2000. It's a long title. I will probably just be scrapping the insides of these. It's in nice condition, but it's not a game that I really care to have in my collection or to play, so it's a good case though. So $1 for a good case, that's good. Alright, the rest of this stuff was from one trip. I heard that my mother had the day off on Friday, so I asked her, hey, do you want to hit up the Logan Tip Shop when it opens? And she said, yeah, sure. The Logan Tip Shop's just a bit of a drive, so it's like if you have someone else there to keep you company, might as well. So we went to the Logan Tip Shop, I was driving. We got there at around 9:50. There were a lot of people, and unfortunately that place doesn't like you taking pictures of any of the stuff in there or anything like that, so you're not really allowed to film, unfortunately. But if I could one day get back into video game hunting, that is the place that I would do my footage at, because it's just such a trip being there. Because like all of the items have come from like a tip pickup. Like people have a thing called the curbside collection where they throw all of their unwanted goods, no trash, just like unwanted goods like furniture, old electronics, old fridges, stuff like that. They throw it onto the curb, which is the area between your house and the road, and a big truck comes and picks it up, and they take it to the tip, and the stuff gets inspected beforehand, and anything that they think they might be able to sell to make a bit of money goes to the tip shop. And you can go in, hunt around, grab some stuff. Everything in there is as is, and they make that very clear that nothing in there is guaranteed to work, which is okay. because they announce it like that. But it's on the show, whatever. But it's just so fun to go there on a Friday, because on a Friday at 9:50 there was always no less than 100 people lined up. All of the local traders, resellers, all of that kind of stuff. You see a lot of kids that should be in school. You see a lot of parents with fancy tattoos. There are a lot of interesting characters. There's a Russian guy that collects VHS that I've talked to a few times. There's a Maori woman that has tattoos all down here. And there's all manner of interesting people there. And that's really cool, because one other chance you have to talk to these people. Really kind of pick their brain. And of course, once the doors open, fuck them, I want my video games. So I went in, and after all of this hyping up, I'll show you what I bought. I bought all of this. 2 VHS tapes, some software, and a charger. That's the way it is. Sometimes they have stuff, sometimes they don't. I was seeing what other people have gotten, just kind of veering over into their shopping carts if they had one. And no one else had any video games, so I don't think I missed out on anything. There just wasn't really anything to grab, which, that's unfortunate, but with the tip shop you have to take it on a week-to-week basis. But I'll show you what I grabbed. The only video game related item in there, Nintendo DS charger. The entire thing here was $2.50, so I guess I'll price this at 50 cents. Yeah, 50 cents, good price. Always need them. I also grabbed 2 VHS tapes, a lady in cash converters grabbed the DVD of this and recommended it to me, and I said, oh yeah, I've never heard of that series before. I'll definitely check it out when I can. And now I will be able to check this out. It is Russell Coit's All Aussie Adventures, the complete series, and Russell Coit's All Aussie Adventures, the second series. Yeah, I've got these two. I don't know if this is actually the complete collection, but the lady in cash converters was really hyping these up for me. She told me that these are the funniest things in the world. They're like Steve Irwin, rest in peace, God rest his soul. They're like Steve Irwin, but a comedy version of it. So it's about a outback stockman, kind of bushlander guy who doesn't actually know anything about living in the bush, and that sounds really funny. And I believe this guy was in Kath and Kim as well, which is a pretty well-known Aussie show. Everyone's seen it, or at least every Australian's seen it. I definitely want to pick up 50 cents each. Good to get. Definitely watch them at my leisure. Probably today, because I have a day off. And I grabbed this. A. Crosby says you shouldn't pick this stuff up because it always comes back to bite you, but I've picked up a few of these, I've sold them, and I've never had a problem with them. Microsoft Office Home and Student, it's usually Home and Suite, Home and Student 2010. I can get like 25, 30 bucks for this, and it was $1, so good deal. Ooh, something I didn't show you at the beginning of the video, something really gross. If you don't want to see a gross thing, I'll put a timestamp to what you can skip ahead, but I was using my mower at a mate's house because his hedges are somehow always overgrown. Not his hedges, his grass is somehow always overgrown. We've been having a lot of sunshine and a lot of rain lately, so he didn't have a working mower of his own, so I went over, helped him with it, and he has like 2 levels where there are grass, if that makes sense. Like there'll be grass on one level, then there's a retaining wall, then there's more grass. Just because his house is on a bit of a dip. And in my infinite wisdom, I turned off the mower, I reached down, grabbed the underside of it, which, first of all, if the mower was going, that would have cut me up. There's a blade there. And I moved my arm inwards to kind of lean against it while I was lifting it, because you want to practice safe lifting techniques. And my arm hit the motor, which was still very, very hot. And that happened. Very painful. I've had it for a few days now. This happened on Friday. Yeah. not too pleasant. It looks a bit like a saxophone, but it hurts. It hurts whenever I do anything. It hurts. Like I was just putting a shirt on today, and like a new thing ripped open. This up here ripped open, and it was like, ow, ow, fuck, ow. But yeah, it's definitely watch what you're doing when you're fucking around with a mower or like anything that's going to generate heat, because it can happen. You don't really think about it. I mean, I grabbed the mower, I wasn't thinking what I was doing, and it only took a second for me to get like this. And I mean, I guess that's why they have the warning signs on them, but you know, sometimes you just don't see them or think about them. But yeah, that's gross. Timestamp. Alright, the rest of the stuff I got, completely unrelated to when I cut my fucking arm open, or not cut, when I burnt my arm open. I stopped at a cash converters in Logan because I had a bit of time to kill, and they had this stuff. Some great stuff here. We have 2 PlayStation 3 games and 3 NES games. Ah, yeah. Don't pick up too many old Nintendo games just because I see them every now and again, but they're never at a price I really want to pay. Like, I don't want to pay more than $10 for any title. And the most expensive ones in these were $10, so cool. But the first PlayStation 3 games I grabbed Time Crisis Raising Storm, which also has Time Crisis 4 and Dead Storm Pirates on it. I played this for a bit, like 2 hours or something. It's crazy fun. Gave me a chance to finally set up my move, which you can maybe see there. Maybe. Gave me time to finally set up my move and play this for a bit. It's a lot of fun. I thoroughly recommend Dead Storm Adventures. It's a pirate game where you're like shooting skeletons and lizards and stuff. It's very fun. Definitely pick that up for $6. Pretty good deal. And one that I have been looking for quite a bit. One that I've been looking for quite a bit. One that I've been wanting to play for myself for quite a bit. A lot of people have played this already. It came out in 2012, and I was just waiting for it to get a physical release and for me to find it at a cheap price. It is The Walking Dead, a Telltale game series. Telltale definitely makes a lot of good games. They made the Sam and Max game that's on the Wii, and the Back to the Future game that's also on the Wii, and they're good games. So I'm sure this one will be too. This one is supposed to be a lot more serious than those though, so I'm sure it'll be good. It seems to be an American copy. It's got that M for mature rating on the back instead of an MA or R rating, but that's okay. I can still play this. PlayStation 3 is region free, and it was definitely one that I wanted to get in my collection. I'll be playing that at some point as well. Now, Nintendo games. Oh yeah. Alright, I had a stack of Nintendo games. I asked an attendant, hey, can I see these? Sure thing. And I saw a few of them, and I thought, yeah, I'll grab a couple of them. I'll grab these 3. I grabbed NES Open Tournament Golf for $5. This one it's pretty fun. I played it for a bit on the Retron 5. I played all of these for like 10 minutes each on the Retron 5. I'll play some more of them later. But it's a pretty good golf game. Better than regular golf on the Nintendo. Pretty fun. Definitely check it out if you haven't. I mean, for my American viewers, you probably already have all of these games, and you probably got them for like $2 each, because you guys live in NES heaven over there. You find NES games at every bloody place you go. This one has a gold label on the back. That's weird. The other ones don't have gold labels on the back, so if anyone would like to tell me what that's about, definitely let me know. What's also weird, this is a Australian cartridge, as you can see by AUS there, but it has both English and foreign language on the back. If anyone knows what's up with that, let me know. I mean, Australia isn't like Canada or anything. We don't really speak 2 languages fluently. We barely speak English fluently, for fuck's sakes. Alright, I got 2 more games for $10 each. I believe every Hey, Postman. I believe every Aussie NES collector has this game. I don't know why, I guess it was just very popular here. Puzznik. $10, pretty good deal, it's in nice shape. It's by Taito, which make good games. I gave this a try on the Retro 5. It's a puzzle game. You kind of match up different colored tiles and they disappear. It's fun. Little back there. Clean these all too, so they're all good. And one that came in a sleeve. I love these sleeves. These sleeves are like my favorite thing about Nintendo games. And it might sound weird, but it's like, they're just cool. They're like squeeze and shake cases for VHS tapes. They're just awesome. They keep it safe from dust, and they look nice. I mean, this looks nicer than that. Just saying. But also for $10, we have a rare game, not rare as in hard to find, but rare as in the company. We have High Speed World's #1 Pinball. It's okay. Like, there aren't really any great pinball games on the NES, just because, like, the pinball physics are always kind of weird, but it's an okay game. Definitely check it out if you find it for $10 or less. Nice back, nice everything on there, and it comes in a case, which I love. So 3 quality NES titles there. Don't find them too often, unfortunately. And this might be a little bit of a, what do they call it? Seem like small potatoes after some NES games, which you don't find ever, but went to another pawnbrokers, they're all in the same area. $2, yeah. London 2012 Olympics. I'll give it a try. It's got some PlayStation Move features, which is why I grabbed it. I kind of want to test out a few games on PlayStation Move just to see how it controls, but it looks alright. The Olympics are coming up this year in, where are they? Are they in Madrid? Rio de Janeiro? Somewhere around there? I don't remember. This was 2012. This year's Olympics are in 2016. I'm sure it's somewhere on this planet. But $2, alright. Pretty good. And I do have one more thing to show you. The only online purchase I made this week. This came up on the Cash Converters website, and I saw it, thought, that's a pretty good price for that game, and I don't have it in my Sega Mega Drive collection. So I'll pick it up. It was $8 plus $7 shipping, so it's like I paid almost as much for shipping as I paid for the item, but we have Worms on the Mega Drive. This game is awesome. If you've never played Worms, you're doing yourself a disservice. It is so much fun with friends. Wonderful players on the back. Every language under the sun. Though it has all of the languages, but it's an Australian copy. I don't know what's up, man. I don't know. Games are weird. Nice cover there. Play this for a bit. It's Worms. You select your team of worms, you place them on a map, and you fight against another team of worms. It's a strategy game. But it's got this thing where it's really, really silly. So everything you do in the game is kind of wacky. There are a lot of wacky weapons. Like there's a... one of your weapons is a sheep that has like explosives strapped to it. And another one is like a dragon punch, and it's just a really funny, weird kind of game. Definitely check out Worms if you haven't. If you're well into your video games, you should know about Worms, but just in case you don't, definitely check it out. And $15 for an Australian copy of this, that's a pretty good deal. It's like $30 on eBay. So, happy to get it. And that is all of the video game pickups I have to show. Except a lot of video games in there. Usually I show more DVDs than I show video games, but this week it's a bit different, which is okay. But if you want to stick around, I'm just going to do a little bit of an update video, just attached to the end of this. Just kind of saying that I've been messing around with live streams a little bit. I've tried 2 of them so far. 2 of them. One of them was no face cam or audio from myself. It was just me playing the game. And I think I did alright in that. And the second one was like actual face cam, me doing audio over the game. And both times I played Castlevania The New Generations, and I will probably live stream that until I beat it. So I try and play that at least once a year, because it's a great game, my favorite game, the Castlevania series. But just in case you guys don't know, I have been trying out live streams, so I don't know when I'm going to try out my next one. I still have to work out a lot of kinks. Like, when it uploads, I don't know why it uploads like the second part before the first part, and I don't really want that. But I've been trying to figure it all out, and if you guys have any hints on how to live stream, I know a few of the people that watch my videos, they do live streams themselves, so if you have some basic hints, definitely let me know. And that was the update. This is a pickups video. I will see you guys next time, so stick with my house, bidding you farewell.
And that's all, folks.